What's up, everybody? It's We Are Live. Welcome to the show. We're live in St. Louis at Midcoast Studio, midcoast.media for more information. We're jumping right into things today. Very special guest to my left. That's Roy Wood Jr. He's at the Funny Bone all weekend long. He's got a wonderful shirt on, and the face you just made, like, what's going on, Roy? How are you, buddy?
I just got a notification from American Airlines that my flight from New York to St. Louis is boarding.
What a pleasure.
Apparently, I bought a plane ticket.
Weird way to brag about your salary, Roy.
No,
Yeah,
it is not bragging. It is a non-refundable ticket. That is anger.
I don't
you see
like
on my
that.
face.
I apologize.
How you been?
Do it, man. I'm doing well. Travis Terrell's live in Brooklyn, New York. Travis, what's going on? You got some questions for Roy? Do you want to pick his brain? Try and move forward.
Chris.
Do you want to call yourself
Chris,
the
that is
VP
cute
of
and
creative at
That is
HBO
very-
now? We have a real.
That's adorable, Chris.
Okay.
Roy and I go back many, many weeks from our time here in New York. We have breakfast all the time. We
Yes.
talk about future projects.
Yeah,
It's
closing
just part of the biz.
Bullshit. You guys are lying. So he slipped you a 20 when he saw you outside the comedy cell. He's like, hey, tell these people we have breakfast together. Will you, Roy?
I've never seen that man a day before.
Okay, thank God. I don't think he paid his.
kidding.
I don't think he paid his electric bill. He's looking sweaty this morning. What's going on, man?
Man, it's Brooklyn life, man. Sometimes some things don't get paid.
We're in a
We'll
heat
see how
dome.
this works.
Didn't you hear the weatherman?
I'm about to say, man, we turned off all the lights in this house.
They said we're in a heat dome. The meteorologists keep coming up with new words. Just say it's hot. Heat wave has worked perfectly fine for 3-4 decades.
I
Now
agree.
It's
Yes,
a
it
dome.
has.
And now it's a dome.
There's a dome of heat over the Midwest and the Eastern.
If you guys haven't got tickets yet, get your ass online. Funny Bone, St. Louis, all weekend long. I'm going to be there this weekend. We're going to go check out Roy. Very good show. Roy, you've been super busy. Daily shows kicking ass. I feel like you're growing. People are just all over you on Twitter, too. What's it feel like,
Yeah,
man? What's it feel like to be that guy?
I don't know if I'm that guy. I'm just trying to hang on and just keep selling a ticket or two. You know, comedy is the stand-up is what they can't take from you.
That's true.
So that's why I take it the most seriously. I mean, Daily Show is a blessing, but Chris Rock had a quote that everything he does is to sell more tickets at his show. Movies,
Yeah.
Anything you see him do that's not stand-up is to get you to come watch stand-up. And to me,
All-
that's
it's
how I
breadcrumbs
feel.
everywhere you go.
Yeah, so we're doing the Daily Show thing, and then Comedy Central gave me an opportunity to do a sitcom pilot.
So I hear.
So
I'm
we shot
really
that
excited
in
for that.
Alabama. We'll know in a week or two whether or not that's getting picked up to series.
How does that work as far as, so they have you shoot it. That's a huge investment in itself.
Yes.
And that's a huge step forward. What are the next steps for that? You said they green light it, and then they what? They give you 6 episodes?
It's no different than music. That was my demo tape. I got sent down to Alabama to shoot my demo.
Can I take you to a really cool gas station? We can go try and sell it?
Yeah,
On
and
the
then-
side? Okay.
And then you give it back. This is my demo of my TV show. Would you please watch it? And then they put it in a room full of people who don't get it, and then they trash it. It's called a focus group. And then they decide whether or not to make the program. And so that's pretty much the process. So
You
just
run
wait.
so low RPM, like the RPM. You're always chill. Every time you come in, you're moving along at a great pace. But does anything make you nervous at this point? With that's a big deal, right? I mean, you've got this not happening. You've done so many different things, but this is a big deal to do your own, I guess, series for Comedy Central,
the
right?
sitcom is definitely something where I kind of hone in and kind of put on horse blinders to focus on, because it's a lot. It didn't hit me till the first day on set. You go, oh damn, there's 90 people working here, and
That's a
most
big
of them
deal.
are from the state. This could be good for the state. This could help people. And like there were like extras coming up to me. There was a girl who drove up from Pensacola to be an extra. For like,
Wow.
which pays like maybe like I don't know $80 for the day, $80 to $100
It's
for
about
the day.
the opportunity.
Then that's gas.
Right.
She came up for one day to be an extra. She said, like, there's nothing down here in the South. There's nothing that shoots often enough or frequent enough for me to be able to pursue this without moving to the coast. And everyone can't move yet. So
Right.
Right.
there's a sense of responsibility that I'm starting to feel with some of my projects, and that makes me nervous, because it's not about succeed or fail. It's like, oh, damn, this could open opportunities to people. All right, I got to take it serious. All right, I got to stay up late and type the script.
Travis, did you hand him your resume whenever you guys got together?
Well, no, Roy and I did have a brief conversation about his pilot, and Roy, but if you wouldn't mind, why was Alabama filming there? Why was that so important? Because you mentioned about the pressures and responsibilities that come along now that you have your own project. Why was it necessary to film this particular pilot in Alabama to bring about that exposure?
Well, one, that's where I'm from. Two, so the show was to know the show would understand the justification. So, the show is about two probation officers handling their caseload in the South, and just the process of monitoring clients and the criminal justice system, as I use one of my wokey woke words, recidivism. You get arrested, they figure out a way to arrest you again. They figure out a way to hit you with so many fees and court costs and all of that that you end up violating your probation. So
you're made into a commodity.
Correct. And so the South is a place where committing a crime puts you on that merry-go-round. And so the South is a place where that happens. And so, to have an opportunity to write about what I consider to be a forgotten group of people that we really don't fight for. And when you look at crime and punishment on TV, just in an entertainment sense, it's catch the criminal, court, or it's jail. Like, those are the three prisms that we explore the criminal justice system. At no point do we explore reform and reentry into society. And wherever there's conflict, there's comedy. So I figure, okay, here's a unique topic that you've never seen before on television, with the exception of maybe The Last OG, but that's told from the perspective of the client, not the probation officer.
Right.
So to me, I go, this is something new that we could explore. It's happening all over the country, but especially in the South, especially where you have these disproportionate racial incarceration rates. So then it makes sense to explore it in a predominantly black city. Everybody's done Atlanta. So if you got a new topic, do it in a new place. So why not do it at home so I can stay at my mama's house?
Perfect.
Because Alabama is a place that people don't know a lot about, and you have a lot of preconceived assumptions because of the politicians and the policies that come out of that state. But there's a gang of people working to do the right thing, and if nobody else is going to try and pick the state up, it's going to be somebody from the state. If I don't do
I'm
it,
curious.
Don't do it.
I'm curious now, as for as long as you've done stand up, and considering where we are when it comes to political and social issues in 2019, are comedians, do they feel more of an obligation to address some of these issues now more than ever, considering that we're at a time, at least for this generation, where we've never seen political and social issues thrown or in our face as much as they are now? So do comedians feel kind of an obligation to discuss these topics more?
I don't think you have an obligation as a comedian to pivot off of what you've been doing before shit got serious in the country. If what you do is this style of comedy, then continue to do that, because that's going to feed someone that doesn't want to hear the political opinions and things that I'm talking about. There's always going to be, it's no different than food, man. Like, all right, there's all these different new foods, but if what you do, if your restaurant serves this, don't change. Like, there's no reason Burger King should have tacos. Like, that's a bad pivot.
Thank you, Roy. I was hoping.
I don't know if this analogy is making sense anymore.
Yeah. No. To your point, I don't need to hear Jeff Dunham telling me about the next great libertarian candidate.
It's not. It's if that's what Jeff Dunham hasn't. If Jeff Dunham has never done that, then I believe you are wrong to tell Jeff Dunham it's now time to get serious. Put down the puppets, Jeff Dunham. No, that's not what he does. For me and other people in my ballpark who have opinions and do talk about some stuff, I do think that we have a responsibility. And to me, that's part of what my sitcom is trying to do, because I don't really buy into the national political conversation and arguments. You rarely hear me talk about things that are on a national level. My obsession is more with state and local, because those are the things that are going to affect more people faster. And those are the things that I'd rather talk about, because no matter who's in office at the federal level, you still got state and local judges locking people up for half an ounce of weed, sending them away for years. That's never going to be a federal issue. That's a state issue. So I'd rather talk about the things that are happening at that level, and kind of more, I don't know if it's micro, macro, whatever it is, but at the smaller level to focus on. And that's where I tend to focus my stand-up. So for me, I choose to go, yes, it is time to point out more of the BS and focus on it. But I don't think any comic has to. Like, there's no Batman signal, like a microphone in the cloud. Again, Thundercats.
Yeah, right.
And every comedian's eyes turn red with political humor.
To your point, too, I think if you dive in on it, you're not properly educated on it or whatever, then it cheapens it, too, right? If you're just going to jump in and you feel like you just have to toss in, that's not genuine, and people see that really quick.
Like, like I didn't like, and she's a friend. We've talked a couple times and met each other on the photo shoot, but it didn't sit well with me when Kathy Griffin made a statement and said that Kevin Hart should be talking about Trump. Like, just in terms of assessing what a comedian should or shouldn't be doing. Like, that's never been Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart's comedy is about himself, his world, the people within it. Like, it's almost the difference between Cosby and Pryor in terms of one person's talking about themselves, the other person's talking about the world. Kevin Hart has never been that. So to say now is the time for you to pivot and sell tacos at your burger restaurant. Have you had that taco yet at Burger King?
Man, I ain't trying that.
I'm curious.
We've got our producer, Chris Gardner, here. He's going to weigh in.
Someone the other day might have went and got the, double whatever burger they got there and a couple tacos. Not as good as the Jack in the Box taco deal, I believe. It is a little cheesier, but more of a nacho cheese, a lighter.
Break it down for us, Chris.
A lighter shell, still a fried shell, but a little bit of a lighter shell. Plus,
what's the lettuce situation?
It's okay, but Jack in the Box still, the allure to me is being able to get that buttermilk ranch and dip that taco into the buttermilk ranch and eat it.
Roy lived off that for years coming up. And,
yes, I did.
In
I
comedy.
respect that Jack in the Box came in the game out the gate crazy. Look, it's burgers, got jalapenos on it. We don't know what we're doing.
Do you remember they survived?
It's 3 in the morning. We're open. What's up?
They survived a salmonella issue. I remember being like 6 and thinking like, oh, don't go to Jack in the Box. Like, and they came back. No. You know what? Good for Jack in the Box.
We're back.
They are. Travis, we've got to get Roy out of here. He has a super busy schedule as he's Mr. Popular these days, and we're so proud of him. Dad, comedian, actor, everything, man. You're killing it.
Thank y'all for having me back in the mix. I mean that. And I'm trying to think of something sincere to say.
No, you know what we should do? You know whose birthday it is today?
Okay.
That woman in the photo up there?
Mia Jackson?
Mia Jackson, happy birthday.
I
You
saw-
turned us on to Mia, and she's like one of our good friends now.
I saw Mia 2 nights ago. She's going to be, I don't know if I should say this, but I'm going to say it. She was there. It's public knowledge. You shouldn't have been in public if you wanted to say it, Mia. She should be on an upcoming episode of Comedy Central Live at the Comedy Cellar pretty soon. Mia is one of the, I can't even say rising star anymore. What do you call somebody like?
She's great.
She's like the hot new rookie that's ready, like got the call up from AAA. It's like
Making
ready
it happen.
ready to tear it up.
Guys, go see
And,
Roy.
and as always, amazing thank you to Roy. Roy, who, of course, incredibly busy in the middle of working on his pilot, took the time, obviously, to sit down with old Trav here in New York. And I am so appreciative of Roy taking his time once again for doing that and what he continues to do for a lot of young comedians and writers currently. So, Roy, as always, I really do appreciate you not only doing the show, but what you've done for me. So thank you, sir.
Thank you.
And Roy appreciates you wearing an undershirt on the show today. It's
That's
Travis.
it. Yeah. That's all I had left. It's the only thing that was clean.
It wouldn't be us if I didn't make you turn red, man. Come on. This is our friend here. We got to keep him rolling. Roy Wood Jr., follow him on Twitter. Go see him at Funny Bone this weekend. We're going to get him out of here. We'll take a very quick break. We'll be back. Our friend Reggie Edwards is here as well. Travis, we'll be right back, buddy.
All right, then.
We are live, live, live. We are live, live, live. We are live, live, live. We are live.
Welcome back to We Are Live. Chris Denman live in St. Louis. Travis Terrell's in Brooklyn, New York. And the man, the myth, the legend, Reggie Edwards is here from New York as well. Travis, how many great black dudes am I going to book today? We've got DC Curry on the show,
Wow.
man. This is what I do. I bring people together, Reggie. People of color. They appreciate me. Travis, this is a real New York comic.
Wait, you don't, hold on, man. So you just went and said,
Hey,
there was a
right
lot
there.
that just went on in that sentence. A lot just went on in that sentence. First you said, like, I booked the best black people, so you sounded like Trump for half a second. And then you were sitting
Blacks,
up
they
here,
love me.
and And then you said, yeah. Then you said people love you. According to whom? According to whom? What black
Right, 'cause I
magazine have
hate
you
you.
read? What? Thank you,
Dude, he's
Thank
battle.
you.
He's a battle rapper. Don't let him be mean to me, Travis.
I say, yo.
Look at Reggie. Look at Reggie is so New York now. Look at him. He
Am
looks
I?
like a for real New Yorker now.
Do I
Look,
look
you
like
have
a New
changed,
Yorker?
Reggie. You
Travis.
do. You have changed, sir.
Travis, he
You
did a
have
guest
changed.
spot last night. By the way, huge thanks to everybody who came out to Southtown Pub last night. Meredith Hopping hosted. Unreal show. Crowd was packed. It was awesome. A summer show. Reggie got up there. He did 7 minutes, and if he would have done 8, people's guts would have been on the floor. It was very impressive, and New York finally made you decent, man. He finally got some reps in. Yeah, you're kicking ass.
Don't forget, I hit the ceiling in St. Louis, so I had needed more room to grow, so I went out to New York, man. So it's good to be
Now,
back.
how
man.
has it been treating you?
Been
How
good.
how is New York treating you? In fact,
It's good, especially the entertainment side of things, the battle rap, the comedy, everything been good. You know, it's more opportunity, more exposure out there. So I think I've been getting like the right looks I need.
Yeah.
Performing at the right venues. The battle rap, that's really been going crazy too, cause I got I'm on the biggest battle rap league in August 24th, the URL. That's like the biggest battle.
oh
rap
wow.
URL?
I know you heard of it. He white, so he ain't heard of it.
I tried to drop
8 Mile. Look,
I tried to drop an 8 Mile line.
and then he gonna say the lyrics wrong. I hate you. He gonna say the lyrics wrong.
I said, knees weak, arms are ready.
Arms are ready. What? Arms are ready to what? What? No, that's not.
To steal you,
And I
bro.
almost let him slide, but the battle rapper in me was like, nah,
Thank
you
you.
gotta address that. As a battle rapper, you gotta address that. Like, no, we're not gonna let you slide, man.
Travis, did you participate in any battle rapping growing up in the St. Louis city?
Man,
Man,
you
look.
I'm trying. Look,
I'm trying to take
Look,
it down.
exactly.
first you say you got a great black guy, another great black guy on the show.
3.
And now you're gonna assume he's a battle rapper.
I just asked. He assumed I was a cowboy. Just so happened I was.
I'm about to say you not.
Answer the question, Travis.
Oh shit.
Man, I ain't answering your damn question about whether or not. Okay, I did battle rap. But that was between me and the homies. All right, so that was between me and the homies. Like, but I ain't never thought I was good enough just to be out in public and do it. That is just insane. So, I mean, I think battle rapping is like, that's an art form that I think every artist thinks they can probably jump into almost every different type of platform. That's one that I know that I'll never ever be able to touch, because people who are able to do it consistently, as well as like Reggie and others, like I'm good. I can't even rhyme things with cat, let alone do a battle rap.
Well, and it's Wolf.
That kind of rhyme. Cat battle
Okay.
rap. You got it in you.
Oh, wow.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, bet.
Travis, don't you think, too, it's wolf in sheep's clothing? Like, heckler is, first of all, you shouldn't mess with comedians because they get paid to be funny and be witty and come back strong. But if you heckle Reggie, he's also a battle rapper. He might make a couple verses out of the situation. It's not just going to be crowd work.
Yeah, man.
No, I would imagine. I don't know why people would heckle any comedian, let
They
alone a
do.
black comedian, because we grew up in like, I feel like the reason why you see so many successful African American comedians, because
you can
I
say
feel
the
like we
N-word
were
in your
born
act.
in it. Well, that helps, but we were
Makes you
born
way
in it.
funnier.
Like, we're like Bane, like we were born in the darkness. So we didn't need to adjust. Like, it was just part of us. It was instinctual. So I think
ready
for
to
us to be, yeah.
You ready to get mad at me again? Reggie, did
Oh,
you
okay.
Joan as a child?
Yes,
boy.
I did, John. I think that's where the comedic side of me came from. Like, to be honest, I think that's how I started battle rapping too. Cause if you think about it, battle rapping, that's just joning, but you
Yeah.
you rhyming at the same time. I definitely was a class clown. I definitely used to joan a lot. Elementary school all the way to high school. I eased up a little bit on high school and joning a little bit.
People got bigger, tougher than you.
No, I actually started to like a lot of people who's not as fortunate, you know what I'm saying? Because I used to like go in and I got to looking like, well, maybe they ain't doing so good in life, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Everybody,
yeah.
So
Didn't want to punch down.
so I used to joan on people like that, like who wasn't as fortunate. If they started with me, that's the If they started it with me, then I'm going there. But I wasn't the initiator, so
Right.
yeah. So
That makes sense. Travis, we've got Reggie here. There's something, you got a little mark on your eye. What is there? Is there any physical violence at battle rap events?
it's funny that you asked that.
Oh wow! Wait,
It's-
what?
it's
There's
funny.
a story.
Do
to this?
people get
So it
heated?
got physical.
It actually what I did have a physical altercation Sunday at a battle rap
Oh,
event. Yeah, and the funny part is I wasn't even battle rapping, and it came from me joning.
oh wow!
It actually did.
Travis, don't you think that's like more of a, if your words are so hurtful, somebody swings on you, like that's actually.
Nah, I
like,
need to know this story.
Yeah,
I
man.
need to know what
Give
happened.
us-
How
give
does
us
how,
the
how does
details.
go
Oh,
down?
do y'all want to know? It's a video out too, by the way, and everything I'm about to say matches the video. I don't know if y'all can bring
Okay.
up the video
Yeah,
up
we'll
or
find a
anything,
way.
but it's the
we might be able to at the
What?
break. I don't know.
Okay, at the
Yeah.
break. Okay, all right. Well, look,
How long's the video?
the video is probably a minute long, just a minute long.
We'll see about it. But tell us what happened. If we can bring it up, we will.
Okay, this is what happened, guys. This is what happened. All right.
He's trying to see if he's going to
So,
incriminate himself.
We
Travis.
we all the battle rap world. We got a battle rap group on Facebook, so
Mm-hmm.
where we.
Just like a mom's group.
No, it's a battle rap group.
Okay,
Just-
sorry, go ahead.
I don't even know what that is. But anyway, it's a battle rap group on Facebook where we all, we talk about battle rap related stuff. We talk about each other, Joan. It's, that's what we do.
Yeah.
And I was joning on this guy, and I was getting at him pretty good. And he was kind of sensitive about a lot of stuff. A battle rap was sensitive. Could you believe that? And he was like, "Yo, man, quit playing with my name, man. I don't play like that. People know I don't play like that. ... Now,
He was dramatic on
a ... That leaves me to fill in the blank, and I'm assuming ... means you want to fight, obviously.
Yes.
Cause what you gonna send a ... for
that's-
if you like?
yeah.
That's
you
a good
send
point.
Yeah, like ... Like, what could that mean?
Right,
It
right.
sounds like a threat. Like 3 dots is definitely a threat. 2 dots, probably just cussing me out. 3
Sure.
dots is like, yeah, I want to fight.
Right.
And 1 dot, that's a period. You ended your sentence.
Mm-hmm.
So he sent that, and he sent something along the lines like, he said something like, the only reason you talking this stuff is because you in New York. If you was in St. Louis right now, I would have been touched you.
Oh boy.
Now look.
Please tell me you didn't do this
I'm-
whole trip just to come home
Now, look,
and get into a fight.
I'm not a violent person. Now,
Obviously.
Look, he sent that, so I was like, okay, I actually do happen to have to get my car registered. So
You were like Bugs Bunny when he knows, like, he's like, oh, I'm gonna get somebody. You're like a cartoon character, like I'm gonna make something happen here.
Look.
I have a feeling you could have avoided this.
it could have been avoided, but at the current moment, like, tension was high, and it was like it was only one thing left to do once we were in each other's face, because it only could have went that way. It was like it was no one there to diffuse the situation. It was just us. It wasn't like a big crowd. Like, the crowd came after we started fighting. It wasn't like formed like
So there was no pageantry. You really wanted to just get down after each other.
kind of, because we kind of tried to like talk. Well, let me finish saying, like, so I drove out here 15 hours straight, no sleep. I stopped for gas like a couple of times, and I got here Saturday. I did a comedy show. That went well, and Sunday was the day of the actual battle rap event. And I actually told them I was coming to the battle rap event. I don't know if everybody thought I was just joking, but I was actually legit coming to see the battle raps. It was a nice event. So when I pulled up to the battle rap event, it's the beginning of the event. I'm seeing everybody I know. They're like, "Oh, Reggie in town," shaking hands. You know what I'm saying? Hi to everybody. And I see the guy who I had words with and stuff like that. And I didn't even acknowledge him. I just walked past him, said hey to other few people, and it was him that came over to me. He tapped me like, "Yo, we got to talk." I'm like, I want to have a chat, man. I want to have a chat, man. Really? Like. So he called me over. "Yeah, man, I told you one thing I don't play about is my name." It's a big guy. He got the little weight on me and stuff like that. So he like, yo, man, you playing with my name, man. I told you I don't play like that, this, that, and the third. Now, I say, man, look, if you offended off anything off Facebook, man, I don't know what to tell you. But, what are you talking about when you said the only reason I'm saying this is because I'm in New York, and if I was in St. Louis, you would have been touching me right now. He said, and I meant that. So,
Oh boy.
So what you expect to happen from that point on?
I don't think
You
it's
kind
gonna-
of think that Reggie's at that point. You're at the point of no return.
So we did the classic chest bump. You know how we used to do in middle school. You put your shoulder like, get up off me, like
I'm not on you. You're on me.
Yeah.
You're on me.
Yeah.
Hey, fuck you, man.
We did the classic chest bump. So I pushed him, and he went back like a step or two, and then he pushed me, and I went back like 5 steps. So,
He's a bigger guy.
yeah, so that was a fighting push right there. I was like, oh, okay, he's serious. So he's kind of a big guy, and you got to fight like bigger guys strategically, especially like like my size. Like I ain't got that many muscles. I'm cool. Like y'all see me, I got a little bit of something like that. I'm alright. So I was like, all right, I gotta do something crazy. So I did the Bruce Lee kick. Right in the belly button. Pow! All you see is his belly button. He had an Audi, it inverted. It went to an innie. Boom! As soon as it went in, he kind of went like this, and then you see a right. First right knocked off his glasses, flew off. Flew off. Then I hit him with another right. Then you see his hat pop off like a bottle cap of wine or something like that. when his hat flew off, I don't know where it went, but we ain't see his hat for the rest of that night. His hat, we still looking for his hat. I don't know where.
It made it to St. Charles.
It's in St. Charles. So I don't know where his hat. It was a Wu-Tang hat. It's probably in Staten Island. I don't know. So I knocked off his hat. As soon as I knocked off his hat, he swung. And I weaved. The wind just, you know what I'm saying? So he's a big guy. And you know how big guys fight. Big guys will corner you and try to grapple.
Yeah.
That's their signature move. Like, that's their special. So he tried to do the grapple, and he got me. And when he grappled me, I was like, oh, shit, this is it.
That's a bad feeling.
He grabbed me, and he ran me to the wall. And dude, when he ran me to the wall, he got me with like, he grabbed me by the hair. He grabbed me by the dreadlock. He retwisted one of my dreads.
Oh, wow.
He retwisted one of my dreads.
No.
And the security was right there. Now the security is bigger than him. So the security, he grabs me, the littlest person, and while he got me, the other guy, he got my dreadlock, retwisting it with one hand, and he uppercutted me.
What he was doing like this?
Yeah,
he
he twisting it with one hand, he uppercutted me with the other. So when he hit me with the uppercut, he knocked off my glasses. Glasses say, I'm out of here. Flew off like a boomerang, but they ain't come back. So now I'm like, okay, now I gotta fight off sound because I can't really see like that. I'm like, all right, I had to get into my Daredevil
Reggie turned
mode.
into Daredevil.
The
Good
Daredevil
guy.
mode. So I'm like, I gotta hear his. I was listening to the sound, and I was like, So he got me with a clean little uppercut. The uppercut. The glasses, the impact of the uppercut, the glasses, that's what
That's
cut,
the eye?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what cut the eye and stuff like that. So when he cut my eye and stuff like that, I actually seen like black and white. I'll say, okay, it's one of them punches. So one of them adrenaline punches. So I gave him a right. I exchanged the right. And when I hit him with the right, you will see his knees buckle. Timbuktu, boop, 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 buckaroo. You know what I'm saying? His knees,
Sure.
So the security got me in a headlock. He pulled me up off of him just when I was about to follow up with some more punches. Now, at this moment, I wasn't tripping off the security steady grabbing me the whole fight until I seen the video. Because when I seen the video, I was like, I think I got jumped. 'Cause
He wasn't grabbing you. He was his friend.
yeah, they was friends.
Yeah.
He was friends with the security guard.
Well,
I didn't
that-
know.
yeah.
I didn't know that at first.
Yeah.
So, I explains why the security guard kept on grabbing me. So I throw the security guard off. And he was musty too, almost. Whew, God. Oh God. He almost knocked me off the stench alone, man. He threw that heavy 40-pound arm around my head, man. I said, God. So I threw him up off me. So then I followed up with another kick punch combo. The down. Yeah, the down. In a video game, it's the down B. Y'all familiar with the down B. So I hit him with
Very, very
another
much
kick
so.
punch. So when I hit him with the kick punch, he swung with, oh my God, thank God my hearing was working because I ain't see it coming. I heard it. And when he swung, they say, I heard the wind say, that was close. And so I bagged up, and he hit the back of a pickup truck. Like, I feel sorry for whoever drive that pickup truck because their insurance going to be high as hell when they see that dent in the back of the pickup truck. So when he hit the truck, I swung again, hit him with one. I think he caught me with one, and then we swung again and exchanged one. And by then, the fight kind of got confusing because a group of people ran up because the group of people that ran up thought I was fighting his brother. A person thought I was fighting their brother or something like that. So when they ran up and he realized it wasn't his brother, it got broke up. He's like, oh, that's not my brother. And
Oh, keep on. Keep on.
But the guy who ran up, we exchanged like he punched me.
Another person punched
and I didn't see it. I didn't have my glasses on. When I just seen a white shirt running up, and I'm like, yes, I got help. And then the hand hit me. I said, oh shit. It punched me, and I'm like, oh my God, now I'm fighting. I thought I was fighting two of the same person. I thought he's probably switched shirts or something like that. But then, like, when we punched each other, it was some guys that was like, no, that's the wrong person. They're like, oh. It was like, sorry, man, he thought you was somebody else. I'm like,
But that's not how this works.
I'm like, okay, he just hit me, but whatever.
Yeah.
At this point, I'm still trying to get to the other guy. So the other guy is all confusion. So I'm like, all right, I got even like a little drop of blood on the side of my face. So I'm like, where's the other guy at? So, you know what I'm saying? I went and seen the other guy. He was out. By this time he had his glasses on. I don't know where he found his hat at, but he put his whole outfit back on. So I tapped
Just
him.
enjoying the event.
Yeah. So I tapped him again. I say, let's finish. So everybody was like, nah, man, just shake on it and that's it. And we shook on it. It was like, all right. And he was like, man, you know this didn't have to happen, right? I'm like, it did have to happen. It did. It had to happen.
You literally said it had at the beginning of the rules. He
Right.
said it had to happen.
You sent me 3 dots.
You said 3 dots.
You sent 3 dots, man. Come on,
3
man.
dots, it was on.
I said you sent me 3. I had to make that
Yeah.
drive 15 out when you sent me 3 dots, man.
There it is.
3 dots. You sent me 3 dots. You wanted to fight. So I came up, man. And don't think that's the reason I drove out here. Please don't.
I think that is the reason. I think the last 20 minutes of this story just proved that that's the reason.
Listen, man, you sent me 3 dots.
Travis, you
But-
coming back for 3 dots?
Travis, if I send Travis 3 dots right now, he's on his way, man.
Mm-hmm.
He don't know what that means.
I will be on an Amtrak, and
He ain't-
I'll be about 22, 23 hours. But 3 dots. I gotta be there.
I wasn't even listening to no music on the way up here. Only thing playing in my head is 3 dots. Dot, 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 dot.
Shadow boxing.
He left me to assume dot, dot, dot. I was doing push-ups every day,
Yeah.
just thinking he sent me 3 dots.
We need to get Reggie a shirt from By Jack that's just three dots on it, man.
But salute to the guy because we shook on it. It's squash. It ain't no beef or nothing like that. Which is how a lot of people should handle their problems rather than, you know what I'm saying, the actual violence that's
Escalating,
going on, escalating or whatever. So after we fought, we went and watched the battle rap event. It was a solid battle rap event. Everyone went home happy.
It worked out.
It worked out, and that was it. You know, my car registered now.
Good for you.
Everything, I gotta get my AC fixed, but everything is good, man.
Look at Reggie. He's making moves, Travis.
Yeah, man. But don't think I'm not a violent, I'm not a controversial person. That's probably like my first fight within 2 years, so that's pretty
2
good.
years. That is good, man. Yeah.
I think a fight every 2 years is pretty reasonable.
Fight
It
every
keeps
2
your
years.
juices
Yeah, it
moving,
keeps
too.
Thinking
juicy.
Conor McGregor.
Yeah, that's kind of Connor's schedule now, right?
So
Just does it to make a little money, get the dust up and moving again. We've got Reggie Edwards in the
Reggie,
studio. Sorry, go ahead, Travis.
Reggie. No. I was just gonna ask Reggie because Roy kind of alluded to it previously, and we remember when Reggie, after the battle competition for our show, Reggie going off to New York, and I wanted Reggie to speak to making that leap. I know a lot of comedians are always a little hesitant, and everyone's timing's different as far as making the leap, coming to a place like New York or going to LA or Chicago.
Definitely.
What has it done for you, your career, making that leap, finally jumping out there into the big pond? What has that done for you And what do you say to others who are considering it right now?
Well, I'm gonna say this. It's one of those things where like you can't think about it or you can't get other people's input about it because like doing too much thinking or getting other people's input that would probably like you would probably talk yourself out of even making a leap in the first place.
Right.
And you gotta think of it the same way as doing comedy. Like when you hopped on the stage, like you just did it. You know what I'm saying? Like you didn't have to do too much thinking about it because if you was gonna keep talking yourself, I'm gonna hop on stage one day, I'm gonna do this, and I
Just like hosting things and paying attention from afar. That's
Yeah.
not a good plan. You don't.
like
That's not a good.
oh what you doing basically?
Travis, I thought I was hanging out with you. He went in on me for not doing any stand-up.
Yeah,
I was
man.
like, man, shut up.
He's one of those-
Shut up.
You just got to do it, man. Like I would say, like St. Louis is definitely a good place to start comedy. But you're gonna eventually have to perfect your craft because I hit the ceiling. I feel like I feel like okay, what else is it for me to do? Like I won like a few competitions and stuff like that. I got my reps in, but I didn't really see my career going anywhere else like in St. Louis. So I felt like I needed an extra push, to kind of put my back against the wall to really like bring out the true comedian in me. So I was like, what place could I go to that I know that's tough, that's gonna really mold me into becoming a great comedian? And I was like, I think New York is a pretty good place. And mind you, like I don't have like nobody I know out in New York. It was almost impromptu because I told my mom, I was like, Mom, I'm going to New York. She like, boy, quit playing. Then she see me
Right.
packing all my stuff. What you doing? I'm going to New York. All right, you still playing. Then she see my going away show. What going away where? I'm going to New York. You ain't going nowhere. Packing my stuff in the car. You coming back? You finna go to the store? No, I'm going to New York. So
Going to the store.
yeah, I just went out there, threw all my stuff in the car. You know what I'm saying? Drove 15 hours, and I feel like it really paying off for me. Because like it's so much opportunity out in New York, and it's room for you to grow. And like the struggle really helps you, because not only does it give you material, but you learn things. I learned how to change brakes. I learned how to cook. You see my meals, like
You're a damn cooking show on
Yeah,
your social media.
yeah,
You make
I-
me hungry all the
yeah,
time.
I want to learn how to cook like that. Like it kind of puts you in survival mode, And I'm 26 now. I moved out there when I was 24. I've been out there for 2 years. So I was like, okay, I'm learning stuff as it go on. Like I had a when I moved out there, shitty room, $800, no AC. It was even a few roaches. You know what I'm saying? Not sure if they paid rent or not, but.
Travis just dealt with an army of rats 2 days ago whenever it started raining.
Oh
out there.
yeah, you can't avoid the rats. You know the rats big when they gallop. you know the rats big when they gallop. Like you throw a saddle on there and just ride it. Like you don't like.
That makes sense.
But yeah, man, New York definitely like molds you into becoming like a great comedian, an artist. Period. Like whatever you trying to do, because it's a bunch of opportunity and outlets for you to grow. And it's one of those things where you just gotta leap and do it. Like I'm not gonna act like I'm still not, struggling a little bit, like, cause you have your ups and downs, but it's all about consistency and staying focused. And I promise, if you just stay consistent with everything, the hard work will pay off. And I'm still working, like even like on the battle rap side of things, cause New York, that's like the mecca of hip hop. So
Right.
comedy, battle rap, art, poetry, whatever you're trying to do, I feel like New York is the place to do it, because you could definitely grow. Even in LA or Chicago or something like that, like just step out of your comfort zone. And I think that's what's going to definitely inspire you and make you a better artist.
And proximity is such an important thing too, Travis. Like you're going and you're pitching. Obviously, you're part of a program with Sesame Street, so that's very cool. But at the same time, the fact that you can walk out your door and then go have lunch with Roy or breakfast or whatever, you can go meet up with. I mean, Reggie was talking about it too. He said he doesn't even realize he's around comics all the time, and he'll have to have people tell him who he is. It's not a disrespect thing.
Yeah.
It's just it's like it's a weird thing, but it's like the rats. Like there's just stars and talented people everywhere.
Yeah.
And it's gonna make you level up, isn't it, Trav?
No, Reggie, to Reggie's point, he's exactly in that this city, because there's always something going on and there's so much going on and there are so many different types of stories and people with different backgrounds. It's if you're a comedian and you're observant, like there's literally a 5 to 10 minute set on a train ride every morning. Like just the interactions, the engagements, and the things that you see, and just the way that everyone's moving. I think as an artist, as a comedian, this is a perfect place to be because, to Reggie's point, you see things and you start to mold that into your material, or you add it to something in your screenplay. Like just the vibe and the energy of the people kind of forces you to, it heightens your awareness. And so if you are a comedian who's like everything you see you're putting it in your notebook, like you're going to likely see something that's just going to blow your mind here in New York. So even from a creative standpoint, the city kind of works in a way that is truly beneficial to most artists.
Makes sense. Guys, real quick, got to tell you about St. Louis Counseling Services. They just put out one of their new podcasts. They talk to comics, professionals. They've even had Corey Hirsch, former NHL goaltender, on, Ben Hockman from the Post-Dispatch. St. Louis Counseling Services, improving lives since 1955 here in St. Louis. Be sure you check out their website, stlouiscounseling.org. And again, the podcast, Mental Health Matters, where they break down the stigma of mental health each and every week. And they record
Reggie,
their
what
podcast right
projects?
here.
Reggie, what projects are you have in line? What are some of the things that you're trying to get lined up, or what's the next step for you now that you've got 2 strong years under your belt in New York, and of course still being a New Yorker? What's on deck for you, or what are your next goals?
Well,
What are you doing in Los Angeles?
Los Angeles, if everything go good, man, I don't know if I ain't gonna tell y'all the news, but if everything go good, I might go out to LA by the end of the year if everything plays out right.
Nice.
If I get picked up on this TV show, so that's pretty good. But before even that, I got like the URL, the big battle rap event. Now that's like if you follow battle rap, you would know like how big that is. It's actually like a proving ground, and that's basically like an audition
It's the big leagues.
into like the big leagues and stuff like that. So like I got that August 24th. So that's in New York. So I'm focused on that right now. I'm still like
But you're up for a TV show also, you said?
Yeah, I'm up for a TV show.
That's crazy.
But like it's like if like something like is gonna pop like soon for me, but I don't know what is, because it's like comedy going in one direction and battle rap is going in one direction. I know they eventually is gonna like cross paths, and people always ask me like which one you like more, which one you gonna choose, and it's, to me, it's all entertainment.
Yeah.
Cause like I'm just entertaining a crowd, but I know like it's probably gonna be days where like I probably have a battle rap event the same day as a comedy show or something like that. But I think I still would be able to like do both of them.
Yeah.
But I got that event coming up. I'm real excited about that. To touch that platform, because that'll definitely build me up a nice following. That, you know what I'm saying, who doesn't need a following that's an artist, you know?
Yeah.
And I think
Right.
like even like a lot of TV networks and stuff like that, they pay attention to like your social media accounts. And like this battle rap league, this got, you know, he got 1 million subscribers. You got, you know what I'm saying, active viewers all the time. So I think that will definitely give me a boost in my following, and that will help with my comedy as well. So,
right. Might as well, right?
Uh-huh.
That Travis, so I think Reggie's, what he wants to say is organic growth and social media is very important.
I
Yeah, so
hope
don't
that's
forget
not-
that. We do have I wanted to get to a few things before we wrap the first hour. Gardner, you put out a poll yesterday, and I think it's timely. Can you explain what we put up on our Twitter account and how that's going?
Yeah, sorry, I'm a little distracted. I've been sitting here trying to think of what the white equivalent of a rap battle is. And
That's a roast battle, actually. Are you familiar with roast battle? You know
yeah,
Jeff
I've seen
Ross?
those. Yeah,
I call them white rap battles because because like the roast battle is like the cadence and the delivery is like it's similar, but it's not. It's like I don't know, man. Have
It's
y'all
not as spicy.
Yeah, it's not as spicy.
What's the show on TBS? What's the show on TBS with the comedians and the comedic actors that do the roast battle? I mean, they do the rap battle, and it's mashed up with roasting. And there's a
I
show
don't
that's
know.
on TBS. There's a program on TBS, and there have been several comedians on it, but it's like essentially it is a combination of a rap battle and a roast battle. I have the show on top of my head. It's just completely
Drop the
escaping me.
mic.
There it is. Drop the mic.
I've
so
never heard of
it's
that.
kind of.
Me either.
You big TBS guy, Trev?
I'm a big fan of comedy, and
Characters
comedians that
only?
we know and interviewed on this show have been on it. So
No,
yeah.
I'll have to check it out. I've never seen it.
Yeah, I
I
have to
didn't
check
realize
that
it was a
out,
thing.
too.
It's got Haley Bieber on it. I
Who's
guess
that?
Haley Baldwin. She's
Oh,
Justin
Justin.
Bieber's
Oh,
wife?
oh, that
word.
Bieber. Okay, there
Yeah,
you
because
go.
I was wondering, I was like, I only know one Bieber.
yeah. Okay, interesting. I was picturing like a kind of a folksy bluegrass battle or whatever.
No.
Like you got a mandolin,
but-
mando.
but white people, they actually they battle rap.
That's right,
it's some
Travis.
yeah,
Don't you forget it.
There's a bunch of solid white battle rappers and stuff like that.
I think
What a-
white battle rappers would be the play. I think I think that would be the move because
Quicker
all
route
you
to the
would,
top?
if you were, well, you got to think of a way. You got to, you're going up against someone, so you got to find a way to stunt your opponent. And I think if you're a white rapper, I think rapping about white privilege and having Trump in the White House, like you can't counter that if you're a black rapper because there's nothing you can say to that. But you're like, oh shit, you're right.
Chiming in,
Oh,
in
okay,
the
never mind, you won.
Black Sheep in the comments says that the equivalent for white people is IPA reviews at brewery at breweries. From
Your pale ale sucks.
from the comments also, trying to cut your grass before your neighbor is the white version of rap battle. Even doing the passive aggressive, like where you mow a little bit of their yard, like that. Could
Who
be
wrote that
something.
joke, Chris? I kind of want to steal that.
That's from KFB Walnut on the in the comments. I don't know who.
Tell
that is.
KFB I will pay him $20 for that joke.
I don't think
want
it's
it.
I don't think it's KFB, but I can't remember who this is. But either way, it's very funny. Real quick, so Gardner, you were distracted, but we do
Yes.
have a poll
Yes.
on Twitter. What is this?
Well, we got an anniversary coming up tomorrow, gentlemen. It was 50 years ago tomorrow, or it will be 50 years ago tomorrow.
Where they filmed that in L.A. on the set?
What is it? The hoaxers believe it was like Stanley Kubrick. I believe
Yeah,
that directed
yeah, yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
The moon landing, Apollo 11. We asked a poll question yesterday. Do you believe the Apollo 11 moon landing was a hoax? We have two options. Mm-hmm. For yes, and we have oh hell no for no. 84% went with oh hell no that it's
Okay.
not a hoax.
Okay.
16% still. That's a little more than I'd like.
Question:
Yeah, it should be.
Is that the actual photo?
This is one of them. Yeah, I mean I have this one
That's
here.
an actual. I don't know, man.
That was in the 60s, too, man.
Nah, man. If you look in the guy's helmet,
Yeah.
you see a reflection.
Yeah, you see the production assistant off to the side.
You can see the room. You can see the room they in. It's a backdrop,
Uh-huh.
and
Yeah.
he's like,
There's a green screen.
yeah, it's definitely a green
Is
screen.
that a curtain?
It says director on the chair in the thing. Like they're not even trying to hide it. Like that's kind of weird. That is so 16% of people believe that it was a hoax.
Yeah.
That's kind of high. I don't appreciate
Well,
that.
one of my favorite, and I'm going to go to this picture specifically. And I know people that do believe it's a hoax. And
Truly? Like they're
yeah,
not kidding?
Yeah.
Would you battle rap a hoaxer, Reggie?
Oh, that's easy.
Okay, good.
But one of their things is like the flag, it's moving. Like, look, why is it moving if there's no wind or anything on the moon? And I'm like, okay, yeah.
Unless it's a stiff flag.
Or
But
unless
know to make it
I
do
never
that.
seen a stiff flag before, but
unless they wanted to make sure that it was straight the entire time it's on the moon, so there's wiring behind it, and the
Yeah.
wiring gets bent
Yeah.
when they're planting the flag. Or that might have happened like it did. So, that could be the explanation.
is that a spacecraft?
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
That is.
Is that the
a
spacecraft?
That
rover.
is the Eagle, yeah.
Yeah.
And he traveled from Earth.
No,
Well, see
That-
this
that was separate.
this alien up on the moon left 3 dots
Yeah.
in a note here, and he traveled all the way up there to go take a picture.
Okay, he threw-
Yeah.
It's the only
He
reason
wrote
we
a
went
letter
there.
After the 3 dots.
Yeah,
okay,
he wrote a
tra-
letter, ended it with 3 dots.
I told you it's serious
It's
up there.
so
man.
serious.
It's serious.
And the alien sent a letter to JFK. 3
Uh-huh.
dots.
Okay,
He
now
said,
I can
"Fuck
believe
this."
it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I would vote. Mm-hmm. If he sent the 3 dots, it's definitely. Mm-hmm.
They didn't even show up.
Yeah, pussies. Guys, it's been a great first hour. You can follow Reggie online, Twitter, Facebook. What's your poison, man? You're always putting out videos. and
Reggie.
you do a bunch of creative stuff, man.
Kush. I know, man.
No, you're supposed to say thank you. You didn't say I know.
I know because I'm arrogant.
That's good. I like that. Check out Reggie Cush online. Reggie's here in St. Louis for a bit longer. Be sure to see him if you get the chance. Dude, so good to have you back in town, man.
Yeah, man, I'm glad to be here, man.
It's a good time. Guys, Travis is in New York. We're here in St. Louis. We'll take a quick break real quick. Want to say thanks to Tech Electronics for all the studio love. You need to hit them up for any of your tech needs in the St. Louis area. TechElectronics.com is where you find those. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back.